Namaste. I am Bhola Thapa, Professor of Mechanical Engineering at Kathmandu University. I welcome you all in 10th International Symposium in Current Research in Hydropower Technology 2020. This symposium has been witness of journey of turbine testing lab of Kathmandu University, and it has been witness of the 20 years of turbine testing labs accomplishments, contributions for hydropower development in Nepal. Kathmandu University was envisioned during single-party panchayat system and established by first elected parliament of multi-party democratic system of Nepal in 1991, and it has been through different political systems in the country. Turbine testing lab was envisioned for research, education and development of hydropower turbine as an opening for private investment even in the hydropower sector when liberalization in economy was national policy. Planning and construction of TTL took place when whole country was in Maoist insurgency. Even though that was a difficult period, there was a greater opportunity and expectations for overall development of political settlements. Even though youths were politically aware and they were educated, they could not be used for economic development of the country. Rather, most of the youths were for foreign employment in East Asia, Middle East and Western countries. Around 4 million youths are in foreign employment besides India. Unfortunately, this human strength could not be utilized for nation development and utilization of natural resources of the country. Fortunately, higher education in engineering was developed in Nepal, and KU emerged as model higher education institute in Nepal. Research was introduced in engineering education and facilities like turbine testing lab was established with the support of government, private sector and foreign donors. It was not only to establish the lab, but research was introduced through graduate and PhD level education. KU is producing high quality graduates even though journey of TTL is not very old. It has significantly contributed in research of hydroturbines, especially sediment related problems. It has shown its presence in specialized research area all around the world. TTL has developed research culture and produced a critical mass of the people of quality graduates to address the global needs of highly trained manpower. Nepal is in difficult crossroad of electricity industry. Until few years back, we were in load shedding for almost 20 hours a day. But now, we are exporting electricity to India in certain time of the year. In the coming years, we will be more in exporting positions. Several new projects are under development. Once they are producing electricity and we will have surplus electricity, we will be in different management challenges. Nepal has already entered into federal state with 3 tiers of the governments. The responsibility and authority of utilization of natural resources, including hydro, will also lie in different governments depending upon the size of the project. Access to electricity to all in their area are primary goal of all local governments. Nepal government has done a study in 2018 entitled Study and Analysis of optimal distributed generation of access to grid electricity for all in 5 years with participation from local level governments. The two main objectives of this study is firstly to study all the 753 municipalities and identify the optimum extension path of the transmission and distribution network to increase access to energy as well as integrate the proposed distributed generation plants. And secondly, to find small scale renewable sources of electricity generation in these municipalities that can be developed and operated in sustainable manner with access to grid. Within the local government's execution jurisdiction criteria, hydropower ranging from 500 kilowatt to 1000 kilowatt were studied by NEA Engineering and Consultancy Company for National Planning Commission. There are 277 local bodies where hydropower projects can be developed and found feasible. They have identified 456 potential sites where projects of 500 to 1000 kilowatt can be developed with viable gap funding scheme. Most of the project sites in this range are virgin and total power potential is found to be about 400 megawatt, which is much more than what we have developed through micro hydro projects in last 60 years. The development of hydro projects under local government enhances the governance capabilities of local governments. In this context, Norwegian experience of municipalities in energy management during the period 1907 and 1945 is very interesting lesson to be learned. During the same period, Water Power Lab was established at NTNU, which is almost the same case here for the establishment of the turbine testing lab. The municipalities established local electricity utilities. Gradually, most Norwegian homes got electricity supply. Unfortunately, many municipalities bankrupted in the process. We are also very optimistic for hydropower development and associated research activities in association with local governments. But unfortunately, before entering and utilizing federal three-tier government system for boosting electricity sector, not only Nepal, but the entire world is halted by COVID-19 pandemic. Wuhan University, Korea Maritime and Ocean University in Busan, Norwegian University of Science and Technology in Trondheim and Kathmandu University are in close cooperation and collaboration for research and education in hydroturbine technology. We are also in the process of establishment of Hydropower Research Center for Himalayan Region, HRCHR, in our collaboration. Unfortunately, COVID-19 originated from the place of one of our partner, but even though all partners are affected by COVID-19 lockdown, our enthusiasm is intact and we are committed for bright future of our cooperation. The Ambassador of Republic of Korea to Nepal, His Excellency Park Yong-sik, in an interview in a local magazine, New Spotlight, in March 2019, shared important information for infrastructure development of Nepal, including hydropower. From 1966 to 1979, Korean nurses and miners went to Germany for employment. In the 1970s and 80s, about 2 million of the Korean workers went to oil fields in the Middle East. Their money was not only used for the individual expenses but also for Korea's national economic development. Situation of Nepal is now similar. Several million Nepalese are abroad for employment. Country is highly depending on their remittance. Unfortunately, many of them will return home on their own or due to forced scenario of foreign employment after COVID-19 condition. Most of these people are from villages. They might not have technical skills as Gulf returned Koreans may had. Foreign returned workers have experience in working in organized sectors. Initially, they might be compelled to work in agriculture sector, but we might take this opportunity to modernize agriculture, and mechanization is best tool for modernization. This will also be our fast track journey to industrialization. If small manufacturing industries can be developed in different parts of the country, which competence and facility can be utilized to produce small hydropower components including turbines. I know that the history of turbine industry development in Norway also has a root in agri-machinery company Kvaerner. We might need to give training like machining, welding, condition monitoring, operation and maintenance to the foreign returned youths and engage them in industrial sector. These activities will in a long run create new challenges and opportunities for the turbine testing lab as well. TTL will excel to solve the sediment-induced problems in hydromechanical components, and at the same time it will open avenues of research in other hydraulic machineries and hydraulic components like pumps and valves. Similarly, we have also started education and research in other associated areas of flow measurement systems, efficiency measurement systems, condition monitoring, and automation and so on. TTL is firm believer of interdisciplinary in education and research, and hence always playing facilitating role to engineering and design as a multidisciplinary activities complementing each other. For our sustainability and survival of electrical energy sector on the country, we need to work on alternative use of electricity we produce. And green energy, hydro to hydrogen is our special interest for the days to come. Our 10th journey of CRHT has been very different than others. We started as current research in hydraulic turbine symposium to share and record year-round activities of researcher. But in these 10 years, it has been international in true sense and expanded current research in hydropower technology, keeping same acronym. We are forced for this virtual mode of symposium. I welcome once again all participants, contributors and partners in the 10th International Symposium of Current Research in Hydropower Technology 2020. I thank you all for your kind support for our decade-long journey. I believe virtual mode of symposium may be more effective and sustainable in coming days. There could be broader participation and it may have wide dissemination. We are only keeping social distance, but all essence of CRHT is intact. International Association of Hydraulic Research, IAHR Asia, entrusted us for 3rd International Conference of IAHR Asia on Hydraulic Machinery and Systems. TTL is hosting this 3rd International Conference in 2021 in Nepal. This was announced during second international conference of IAHR Asia 2019 in Busan. I wish situation in 2020 will be better and we will be able to welcome researchers all around the world to participate in IAHR Asia 2021 in Kathmandu with great enthusiasm and joy. Namaste and stay safe.